Hi everyone, this is Sophie, and today my assistant FIFO and I will be giving you a how to draw manga hair tutorial. I'm using Eclipse Studio Paint and drawing with iPad Pro. I'll also be using the pencil tool, so it will look as if I'm using a paper. So let's call our model for today and draw her in different angles because if you're drawing a manga, you will need it. If you're struggling with how to draw a manga face, you can watch the step-by-step tutorial and then come back here. Hair can tell so much about your character. When I started drawing, I wished if I could just not deal with it. Well, we can also use a ready-made wig like this, or even this one. Wait, this is not bad. But your editor will be like... So, let's get started. We will first start with long hair because I find it easier than short hair. We will draw hair in 2 steps. First is the sketch and then the actual outline. We will first draw an X which represents the parting of the hair. Then start roughly sketching the hair in 2 blocks. This will be our guideline for when we draw the hair. If you're using a pencil, make sure you don't press too hard since this is a guideline which will be erased later on. Then we will reduce the opacity or the color of the guideline for us to draw the hair. If we're drawing digitally, you don't have to do anything if it's by pencil. We will start by adding small hair strands as shown and following our initial guideline. It's good to keep some distance above the top of the head to give the hair more volume. Make sure it's not too big though. We are adding straight lines. The more lines we add, the more details it gives to the drawing. Some artists prefer to not have too many hair strands, so it's all about your style. We will add some shading to the back hair, few extra hair strands, erase the headline and guidelines. Then we're done with the front view of this hairstyle, simple and easy. We will now move to the 3/4 view. I have put on the guideline for the first style so we could all follow it. It's simpler than looking at the final picture. Try to follow the same hair guideline now. Remember that the parting point has to be in the same location. A good idea is to focus on the eyes and see where the bangs end. I find this to be hard when sketching a new character profile, but after you're done with these 3 angles, it gets easier to redraw the character again. So trust me, it's worth your time. I'll lower the opacity to outline the hair now. Similar to the front view, I'll display it again and try to get it as close as possible. almost done. Add extra hair strands in the same location as the front view. Let's go back to our main guideline. Now we'll start sketching the side view or profile view. The parting point is not shown, but you can visualize it. We will use a similar approach. I find drawing hair is more about showing than explaining it in words. Lower the opacity and then start outlining. Erase the headline and guideline, and your drawing is done. So this is how we were able to draw a manga character with long hair. Let's give our character a haircut and see how it will come out in the next section of how to draw short hair. So first we will mark the hair parting point. I used a thick black color this time for the guideline to represent a regular pencil. We will start drawing thick strands of hair. So a total of 6 huge hair chunks, which really looks 3D here, and one on each side. I will reduce the opacity to show you clearly how to outline the hair. By using a finer pen or pencil, add smaller hair strands in between the large ones. I'll reduce the opacity of the character so it's clear for you to see. The more hair strands we add, the better and more realistic. Remember, a little curve gives it a unique style as well. Drawing short hair may seem easier, but it's not. I'm adding small hair strands to give it more volume. I'm going to erase guidelines and the headline, and we're done. We'll move on next to the 3/4 view. We will follow the same guideline in the front view. The reason why I start with simple guideline is to make it easy to replicate in any angle. After the guideline, we will outline the hair again, the same way we did for the front view. Remove the guideline and erase the headline, and the character is done. It's best to compare it with the front view hairstyle and see if it matches well. That's when the final touches are added to complete the drawing. We'll go now to the side view of the character and follow the same guidelines. So visualize the shape in your mind and draw it. You can always look for real-life references to help you capture a more realistic hairstyle. We will start the outline now, again taking the front view hairstyle as our reference. Carefully adding hair strands that are similar to the front view hairstyle. It requires focus, but as I mentioned, you will do this once and always follow your character profile. We will erase the guideline and the headline, and now we're done with this hairstyle, and I find it really cute. The next section will show you how to draw some curls, how to draw curly hair and add more depth to your characters. We'll first show you the different styles of curls. First, the big waves type of curl. Second is the more triangular curl, which you see in horror and gothic animes. Then there's the cute Lolita shoujo type of curl. In this tutorial, I'll do a mix of these styles. I will keep it in slow speed so you can follow along. I have inked it after, but speeded it up since the video is already really long. thank you for watching my tutorials. I hope you find them helpful. I'm working on more on the way. Let me know if you like it digitally or prefer the paper tutorials. So until then, enjoy drawing. Don't compare your work to others and work hard to improve it. Because if you enjoy it, it's not work anymore. And if you don't compare it to others, you will see how much you've improved. So good luck to all.